Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Terrain Studio. I'm your host, Shawn Morris. In the studio today, I get your update. What do we got? September 7th today. So here's a studio update for the day. Just kind of winding down with the unboxing videos. If you've watched the previous couple of days, I've been unboxing a plethora of supplies, but just got a few odds and ends here to throw at you, and then tomorrow, as promised, I'm going to get down to the actual examination of some of the back to basics products that I've been talking about, as well as I'm gonna put some of these new scenery products through their paces as they get onto my new projects. So without further ado, let's get down to what I have today. Just gonna start off with something that I just picked up off the scenery shelf, something I haven't shown before, but I thought might be of interest to some people. So this is just a little product that I make in studio here. They're actual smoke markers. So with the new smoke rules in Flames of War, it's a 2-inch ball of smoke. Direct fire smoke is very popular right now in the game, so these are coming in really handy. So I use these, or I do these with a similar technique that I use for the flame markers. They're just done on a little disc base here. So it is a 2-inch diameter, and in the game you use two together. So what I've done is I kind of design them so that they can fit together in various formations, so you can kind of move these around, and they're pretty authentic looking on the table and they do the trick. So you have it down as a 4-inch wide smoke marker, smoke template. So these are kind of neat, something I make in studio. So if you're inquiring about them, you can send me a message, or even if you go back and watch the flame video, you can figure out how to make them on your own. So something I found on the shelf that I thought I'd quickly throw at you. So just looking at a few odds and ends that I have here, I have the ETC, there we go, the ETC book from the tournament that I was at in Poland. So very cool. I'll probably do a full report or debrief on that event, but I just thought I'd quickly show you the roster sheet here, verify. Should be able to see my name right there, right below my finger. So that was Shawn Morris, and I was on, of course, Team Canada. So some proof, there you go, proof's in the pudding. Also at the ETC, I was able to pick up some really fantastic Flames of War mugs. So on the back side, they have the European Championship, Gorzów, Poland, that's where it was. And then on the front side here, there you go, so it's got the Flames of War logo, and this one here has, it's hard to tell what tank that is. I am not exactly sure. It looks like a self-propelled gun of some sort, but it's got so much stowage and snow on that one, it's kind of hard to make out, so I'll have to have a closer examination of that one. But that was one of the mugs I picked up. Also picked up this one here. It's a great shot of the Warsaw Uprising, so you can kind of see the decimated buildings, and it's got a tank in the foreground there, so that was another one. Got that one. And I also picked up this one here, one of my faves, with the Tiger 1E on the front there, so kind of cool. So I picked up 3 of those. I did pick up a 4th one. Oh, no, that was the old Flames of War one. So I do have a 4th one that with a different one. I think that one has an M10 on it, if I'm not mistaken. Also, one of my stops on the trip was to Berlin. So I was in Berlin, and I stopped at, if you're familiar with Checkpoint Charlie, so that was kind of a cool t-shirt. I thought that was kind of significant and sort of captured the whole idea of Checkpoint Charlie. I picked up an event t-shirt from the ETC. Here is a quick shot of my rather wrinkly t-shirt. So these are the shirts we had made, polo shirts, ETC, 2012, Flames of War, Team Canada. And because we had a few contingencies on our, or a few, I guess, not contingencies, but a few countries, I guess, represented on our team. We had a player from England, so we represented that here. We had a few players from Poland, so it's represented here. And then, of course, the bulk of us and the team we were representing was Team Canada. So we kind of did up our own little logo for that, and of course Team Canada on the bottom. So that was really cool. And on the side, or on the sleeve, sorry, we got our names put on. So mine was aptly named the Terrain Guy, Shawn the Terrain Guy Morris. So kind of cool. Appreciate that, Ian. Thanks for doing the hard work making those shirts. I picked up a cool badge from my Flames of War bag, I thought, so that's going to be sewn on there just as a reminder of where the event was. Also picked up a cool scarf. This is Polska on this, and unrolls here. I'll just open it a little bit here so you guys can see. So there you go. So I thought I'd hang that up in the studio again, just as a reminder of the great time I had in Poland. Picked myself up a t-shirt with the eagle on it. And one of the cool finds that I had, if you're ever in Poland, or if you're ever in Warsaw in particular, the Uprising Museum is amazing. So we had a chance to go to the Uprising Museum. We had a bunch of local guys with us, so they served as excellent guides, took us around, showed us pretty much everything, gave us a real good historical view and just an opinion about how people in Poland view the uprising back then and how they view it now, and I was really surprised of how well educated they were on the history of the uprising, and it just seemed like it was kind of ingrained, something that they learned, you know, from a very young age, not to forget it, and to you know, to appreciate what the people did to save Warsaw and sort of, you know, rise up against. But at the gift shop there was a book, and typically when I go to a place I like to pick up postcards or a book or something. So they had a little small book, and I picked that up, and I'm going to show you guys just some of it. So here's the small book that I picked up. That's the front cover there, and that's the back. And I did weigh this thing, and it's 16 pounds. So it's an impressive book, daunting book. But the great thing about it is it shows so much about the uprising. It is in English as well, so you can, I mean, obviously I can read it, but it's really impressive. This one's not open yet because it came back in my suitcase. Actually, I had to buy a second suitcase just to get this in because I was way overweight, but very impressive book. And the beauty is, this cost me like 30 bucks, so it was so cheap for what I got. So I was really happy to pick this up. So I think it'll be really inspirational, especially if I start doing some city fight terrain or things like that. But just in general, great coffee table book. It literally is a coffee table that is a book. So I will definitely share some more about this book with you guys, but I thought I'd definitely show that off. So this is a real keepsake that I'm going to cherish, because it's going to remind me of my trip, and just I'm super happy. I'm super stoked to get it. I think like 3 of us got them. So I think that's really all I got for the studio update today. That wasn't much hobby stuff, but just some things I thought were cool that I did pick up on the summer vacation. So tomorrow, right into it. I know that Gun Barrel, my bro, Canadian friend, he asked me to show off one of the tiles. So what I thought I would do is I'll show you guys the assembly of a tile, the pieces, the assembly, and then I have the display board in the other box here. So it's a display board I took to Nationals, so I thought I'd crack that out. I didn't show this, but my friend Ryan Miller, he's the guy that does the painting of my minis. So if you've seen my minis, they're cool. The paint job's awesome. So he does such an excellent job. And I've been using him for about 4 years now, so he's a really good friend of mine. He's painted up pretty much all my stuff. So I took the army that he painted for me to Nationals. I built up a display board. Mark from Crescent Root Studios, he had sent me a church and the new base for the church, and he hooked me up with that item. So I really wanted to return the favor, and I said I wanted to use it on something really important, and I wanted to get it out there right away. So I used those pieces on the display board, built up the scenery around it, ingrained the army into the board. I rebased the army to match the board itself, and I did that all in 2 days. I worked for about 36 hours in a span of 48 hours just to get it all done. And when I went to Nationals, I was lucky enough to come away with the Best Army Award. So I was really proud to win this, and I wouldn't have been able to win it without Ryan's efforts and without Mark sending me the stuff from Crescent Roots. So really all I did was, you know, bring it all together and put my own little touch on it with the scenery, which is sort of my realm that I like to you know, dwindle in and you know, fool around with the scenery stuff. But yeah, I was really proud to win that. So I'm gonna add that to my one that I got last year for best opponent, and you know, go back again this year and hopefully win something. So I pulled that out of the box, and I wanted to share that with you guys, just to let you know that, you know, there's lots of things that you can win. Painting awards, scenery awards, sportsmanship awards, tons of things. You don't have to be the best player at a Flames of War event to win something. So if you guys are thinking about going to them, go check them out. And you know, even if you lose every game, you potentially could come away with the best sport award, because oftentimes it's not the best player that gets that. It's, you know, it's a player that's really enjoyable to play against. So alright, so I think that's enough rambling for now, and I will catch you guys tomorrow in the AM with an early video, so look for that earlier in the day. So have a good night, folks, or a good day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.